Hey all, welcome back to our new chapter, new course, and thank you so much for your all loves and understanding, coordination, and all. Welcome back to EHS Simplified. So, today we talk about that incident investigation. So, what is incident investigation? How you do the root cause of analysis step by step. So, every incident is a warning. Why? Incidents do not just happen. They are signal from the system under press. And investigating them all is the most powerful prevention tools we have. Because if the incident happened today, we can do step by step and we can share this information to other these things to prevent other incident. So every incident, including the near miss, most important, including the near miss section. So that is very important part. Okay, is a learning opportunity that if properly investigate prevents the future harms. Obviously systematic root cause identify eliminates recurrence pass. Obviously if we do the systematically root cause of analysis, the most important the eliminate that recurrence part, not just the symptoms. Basically the investigation build the proactive part. Okay, proactive investigation builds that we can say that proactive safety culture. So that will be definitely build a safety culture day by day, step by step. Okay, goes beyond the meeting minimum regulatory requirements. The goal is never blame, yes, and it is not blaming, it is not correcting on all these things. Okay, the goal is a never blame, it is understanding and system improvement things. Okay, what counts as an incident? Near miss are the most under, you can say underused. Okay, near miss is most underuse learning resource in safety. They reveal that vulnerability before someone goes hurts. Okay, so why it is, we will definitely go into that. Incident, any unplanned event causing or potentially causing injury, damage, or loss. You can say the power plant example, electrical shock during the maintenance, coal conveyor belt fire, turbine oil leak causing the hazardous condition. Near miss, I am strongly collecting that near miss. This is a very much important, and the people definitely miss as a EHS professional. Also, I'm saying we always miss the near miss, but we should not. We should investigate in a that proper way, like one incident happened. Okay, so what is near miss? An event with no actual harm but high learning value, expose system weakness while the cost is still zero. So why it is important? Because we no need to involve the cost and perspective on something, but we can learning value is too high without any failure, without any mechanical issues, without any harm, without any first aid case, nothing happened, but we have a steel cause, we have a steel case, we can study on that, we can investigate on that matter. Why near miss matters? No injury occurred but the system failed, that failure will recur. Investigate with that same rigor as an actual incident. Okay, near miss are basically we can call as a gold mines to prevention. They expose system weakness and while the cost is still zero. Okay, so that is there, we need to focus on the near miss more. Okay, so here I am giving you some classification and know what you are dealing with basically. So classification drives investigation depth. Basically, obviously, this is the part of investigation that not all the incident require the same level of inquiry, but all deserve the documentation. Most important, even the compliance part, EHS part. Okay, so the documentation is most important nowadays. Not nowadays, every time we all know. So one is a critical early warning near miss. No harm occurred, but hazard was prevent. Require immediate investigation to prevent a future incident. Okay, so that you can see that near miss, critical warning, low severity, but the first aid require inquiry, minor injured treated on site. Obviously, something has happened like a cut, finger cut, or some little bit issues. So it will not require the hospitalization part, but it is there. The documented is identified, recurring pattern before that escalate. Okay, moderate severity medical treatment cases, treatment beyond the first aid required, management involvement is mandatory at this level. So you need to understand when that hospitalization required, the management should know all these things. Okay, loss of time, high severity, worker unable to return on the next day. Through this formal root cause, investigation is mandatory. We should do the investigation, why happened, what is there, and what we need to provide on all these things. Asset impact, equipment damage, asset loss and protection impact may signal underlying the maintenance program gap basically. So when is the asset related issue, so where is the gap, where is the program that's in. Regular risk, regulatory risk, yes, environmental, we can say spillage, immersion, exceeding permit limits, carry specification regulatory. So that kind of things is a regulatory compliance perspective. So you can see this 6 level we can separate in a different incident categories. Now this investigation process is a six. Okay, now we talk about this is the process of investigation. There's a 6 steps. It cannot be skipped. No, you can't skip like that. Okay, a structural process ensure no critical evidence is lost. The first hour after an incident are irreplaceable, you can say that. Okay, why it is, we will talk. Secure a response, secure a response, prevent the scene. Okay, the first things is secure and response, prevent the scene, and like administrator, whatever the first aid is required, notify the management, whatever you do, that kind of things. Second is collective evidence mode. If you feel something, whatever the photos, cctvs footage, videos, if you want to do, retrieve before override. Okay, any work permit, anything happen, same someone can go like this way. Okay, whatever you got this maintenance log, whatever these things you can just get. Interview the fresh witness, basically whosoever witness over there, because that knowledge is fresh within 24 hours must complete. Okay, the most important things, within 24 hours you must complete the interview process, because the mind is fresh. You can ask any question and they can detail answer, they know what happened, so they are on trauma if something is like that. So, but they can still remember that things. If might more than 24 hours they might be forgot on all these things, then it is important. So that's why we can say that number 3 point is very much important. Number point, analysis. Apply the RCA, root cause of analysis, looks distinguish root cause pattern from symptoms basically. Then 5 is a report, document find with the corrective action, responsible owner and the deadlines. Okay, then the implementation and verify what your implementation, execute the action, confirm that effective through the follow up and audit. We should not just, we are just giving that a recommendation or something else, and we should not stop. We should be follow up, we should be do the audit, we should be fill the gap. That is our main intention. Okay, collective evidence, why it is most important. Okay, why, what you don't capture now, it's gone ever forever, so you cannot even find, you cannot recreate this scene again and again. So that is why it is most important. So you should collect all the evidence as much as possible to you. Evidence quality determine the investigation quality. So why? Because if your evidence quality is too good, so here your investigation quality will be that too good. You can say the transparent, and you are satisfied with your work, and obviously the management and workplace also got the most advantage for that. The scene must be documented before anything is moved or clear, so that you should be captured on that time. So photograph scenes multiple, we can first 2 to 4 hour you should do everything. Retrieve all the cctv footage immediately before that automatic review or occur happen. So maybe we don't know that what are the quality qualities of the photo, when it will be deleted automatically for the CCTV. So we should do right now. We should not think, okay, the CCTV footage I can get from tomorrow or next month also, because we have a 90-day scheme. We never know, maybe technical issues happen or something happen, we don't know. So that's why it is required. Gather the work permit, maintenance log, training record, operating procedure, so that you, for your evidence or for your best next investigation part. Conduct a witness interview using 24 hours. That delays is accuracy will be happen. If you delay, it will be definitely that quality will be their imaginations, their things, because they will share this information throughout their experience. So maybe they can forget some small line, and that might be impact your investigation part. Do not disturb equipment position, or like anything being clean up or before documentation complete. So you should not change anything, or you should not allow to change something else. Okay, wait for me, I will do all these things, then only please allow me some couple of hours, then only you can change. So first you don't touch anything. So if you don't need to touch, and also you ask them to please don't need to touch. The first hour and incident are irreplaceable. Sorry, so it's sounding what is replaceable. It's not at all replaceable, I can say. Okay, incident. So first hour you cannot replace with anything. Okay, once since is alternate, critical evidence cannot be recorded. Okay, so next is immediate contributing root. Three layers, obviously, one truth. Fixing one of the surface cause the treated symptoms, addressing the root cause prevents the same incident happening somewhere else to the organization. Okay, so one is level one, immediate cause. The unsafe act or condition directly triggered to the incident. Just example, missing guardrail, failure, isolated, energy low to. So this is a visible district, basically. This is the visible part. Second is your contributing causes. Contributing causes is symptoms, weakness, or allow immediate cause risk, adequate training, poor equipment design, unclear procedure, or insufficient supervision. Okay, the third level is root cause. The fundamental, you can say the fundamental management or system failure, resource allocation gap, policy deficiency, organization, that kind of, you can see that level 3 part. Okay, RCA, choose that root right tools. What right tools, you can say different RCAs there. We can see the 5Y analysis, fishbone analysis, fault tree analysis, barrier analysis. So why it is? So 5-bone analysis is a single factor, indicates a clear line or clear cost change. So that is the most important for when it is happen is a single. And you can ask why questions until unless you received or reach that destination part something. Okay, and fishbone analysis, this is basically the best for multi categories incident where the function is different, man is involved, machine is involved, and like you can see like weather is involved. So different involved is there. So that time it is best for the multi categorized. Fault tree analysis, the complex system, multiple integrating technical failure modes like maps, logics, cause effect relationship, balloon logic, like different working backward from unsecured level. So that kind of things is a tree fault tree analysis is that best. Or barrier analysis is incident where that controls or safeguard are bypass or missing. So if something as okay, PP is not there, or maybe they don't have any required like absence something. Okay, so that time the barrier analysis is most important. So we can go with the best right tools, with the best solution or best condition. So condition wise you can choose the tools wise. Okay, so here I talk about the fishbone diagrams. Okay, the fishbone diagram team's investigation, because this is the man-machine method, mechanical, environmental, and management system. So start with that incident as a fish head. So you can say this is the fish. So this is the head, and brainstorm cause each under categories. There is a bones each under categories. So focus corrective action is prioritized cause appears the multiple categories or closest management system failure. Okay, the man, the training gaps may be there, fatigue there, experience, communication situation, maybe they have a lot of issues with the man. Machine, design possibility, maintenance issues, age, condition, whatever these issues, so machine related problem. Method, it can be unclear step, SOP overlooked, or indicated the risk assessment, poor work planning, whatever the methods may be wrong. Material is a wrong specification, quality issues, storage conditions, compatibility issues, whatever the material related. Environmental, lighting, noise, temperature, workplace, layout, housekeeping standard. So this is we can call as an environmental considerations. Management issues that most important in this organization. So we must overlook that things management, because this is the most important safety culture, supervision policy gap, each and everything that may be also overlooked. So that is also we need to think about that. So one case study, we will provide the two case study. One is a steam boiler area and one is a Lotto case study. So here you can see that a unknown unrepeated hazard combined with a pipeline failure but put in a worker in a harm. Each layer is a cause effective. What is that point? One is a steam leakage from a boiler pipeline, worker exposed to the high temperature system during the inspection round. Second is hazardous area are not barricaded despite the known leakage, allowing that unattended or unprotected personal access basically. Maintenance delay. Maintenance delay had been reported earlier, but was not prioritized due to the production pressure. So what is the immediate cause? Indicating immediate cause is indicating barricade is known hazard zone basically, indicating barrication, so known hazard zone, no barrication. So consulting or contributing, maintaining maintenance the block log or not action, no escalations mechanism triggered. And the root cause is the production over the safety prioritize, embeds the work planning system. So my here the discussion point, you can think about this before this discussion, which fishbone category should you apply and why it is that, and how it will be affected. So that is the most important. That's why I figure it like that way. Okay. So yeah, next our case study is electrical shock, which is a 100 kilovolt panel. Okay, multiple system failure, no signal control failure, and the serious injury. It is always the chains. Always a chain basically. Technical receive electrical shock during the maintenance of 11 kilovolt panel. Serious injury and record the hospitalization. So what hospitalization happens? So what are you supposed to do? Next is a Lotto. Lotto procedure is completely bypassed under the time pressure. Supervisor verification step absent in the work permit process. Corrective action must address for all the all the four root cause categories, not just for Lotto. So that you should be the corrective. Preventive action, obviously, the what should be the corrective? Is it only for the Lotto or the other part? So that we can say the root cause identify inadequate Lotto training, work permit, work to weak work permit enforcement, supervisory gap, and speed over safety culture. So key lesson where what we got here, every missing control, training, permit, supervisor was definitely a failed a barrier part. Okay, so hierarchy of the control. Yes, the hierarchy of the control. We all know the most effective is elimination and the least effective of PPE. The elimination is remove the hazard, highest, most effective, and it is the permanent. You just eliminate the hazard. Substitute if it is possible, replace. If I am using that very or toxic things, non-toxics or eco-friendly, we can use the chemicals. So like this way. Engineering substitute, physical guard, education, ventilation, whatever this requirement on that situation wise. Administrative preventive control, procedure, training, work permit, supervisory necessary, but it is least reliable, we can say, because this is the medium. And the last things, not the least, for the PPE, personal protective equipment. Last line of the deficiency, corrective action fit, maintenance and use wherever it is. The decimal might be more than 85, we cannot change, so we can use the earplug, we can use the face shield as per the hazard and each and everything. Aim for the highest feasible control level when that assigning the corrective and the preventive action. So we should focus about the elimination first part, not the focus about the PP. Why I'm telling you, because most of the EHS or most of the organization profile are only focusing the elimination, not elimination part, the PP part or administrative part. So they forget about the substitute or elimination. So that we need to look into this process before we get back. Okay, so here the corrective and preventive action. Fix now, prevent forever. Why it is? The closing an incident without the preventive action means you just only required, not improve. Like whatever you have to do, just do it. What is the improvement? Why the next, what is your next chapter? Basically the next incident report is already waiting for that, because if you're not prevent these things. So corrective action, fix immediately, specific failed, effective barrication, hazard, whatever happened, you just fix that and complete that. Address the specific incident, we are just addressing the specific incident. Immediate, okay, they should use this PPE, they should use that barrication on all these things, retrieve the nature and all these things. So it is only for specific on that roles and that condition happen. What is the preventive action? Revise the procedure organization wide. Whatever the procedure, it should be revised throughout the organization, and upgrade the similar equipment fleet wide. Change the management system, address not root cause. Proactive and systematic, eliminate root cause, could procedure incident across the organization. Higher investment, but uh, pros- produce that durable improvement in a safety management system. So that you need to do like preventive action, not the corrective action. We only focus on the corrective action, we forget about the preventive action, but preventive action also most important for in this. Okay. Okay, writing how you do the investigation, that is most. Okay, we know investigation, we have to do the investigation report and something, but how it is investigation details, what details you should do: date, time, location, personal involved, equipment effect, environmental condition, etc. Incident description, comprehensive sequence of the event, step by step, not okay happen they go like this, no, it is go by step. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay, injury sustains, immediate response taken. Okay, evidence most important, photo, CCTV, witness, documentation reviewed. Okay, measurement, each and everything. Case cause analysis, clear distinguish immediate cause, contributing cause and the root cause. So we should do corrective action, specific fix, name responsible person and deadline. They should know the specific deadline. Yes, the most important, the preventive action, systematic change, implement timeline, and because this has to be implement, so implement timeline is required. So specific change with the implementation time, and that verification method, how that verification happen, how it is possible, okay, how they are changing. So that is also step by step we should go. Okay, so now this is our last slide for that, that for investigation as a safety culture. So why it is I safety culture, it is most important our organization. If your organization safety culture is good, you are good. Okay, so the quality of investigation response, speed, transparency, follow through, directly space whether your team reports next near miss, stay silent. Okay, so encourage reporting by responding with a system improvement focus, not a blame or punishment issues. Now, even near miss are the early warning sign. Investigating those things like a real incident. So that is like how you encourage your people, how you encourage your management, how you encourage the safety culture, how you build a very good safety culture. That is the most important things. Share the investigation report finding lesson widely across the work area, not only your department or something else. It's not for the documentation. You should share each and every cross-functional department, so they should understand, they should know. It's not the highlighting thing, not the blaming, not the punishment part. Also to preventing any kind of incident, maybe they can do the same things happen with them, so you are just avoiding the same scenario before. So precaution is better than prevention, basically. So that kind of things is there. So leadership partnership in investigation seeds the most powerful culture signal available. So if you have the leadership partnership with your and leader is influence you to do that, so you are in a very good position. Go ahead, and best of luck for that. So please share me any kind of insurance incident investigation report or something if you really wanted to, and what is your challenges and what is your successful method, please share with us. So thank you so much, and please let me know if you need any very specific topic wise anything. I will definitely try to solve on that matter. Thank you so much. Bye bye, take care.